Given the choice, what would you take? Would you take a 1995 Ford F350 or a 2015 Ford F350? They both have their ups and downs, but I figure I'll just go through and kind of explain a little bit of stuff. Let's start with the 2015. She's a 6.7 liter Power Stroke. It's a Ford in-house diesel. It's got a lot more sensors and all kinds of stuff than the old 95 there, but it's pretty solid freaking platform. It's got the coil suspension, coils with shocks next to them. It's got a push button locker, heavy duty freaking truck, tons of power. I think it's rated at 440 horsepower. And in 2014, I think they had a kind of a sequential turbo setup. Actually, it was one exhaust turbine and two intake turbines turbo, to where 2015 they went to a single turbo setup. So it's a little more reliable in 2015, I guess. This one's a Lariat, so it's got some fancy stuff. Of course, it's got those aftermarket wheels, which I actually like the way it looked with the stock wheels a little bit better. But you see, these are our work pickups. We got to haul 100 gallons of fuel with us and all kinds of rigging and such, which you'll see in the back of that 95. That's our Yoder operators, Crummy, and this one's here. I'm a shovel operator, logging outfit. Got a quick second, as you can see. They're actually logging away over there. But so this one's the 2015. It's, you know, Lariat. She's pretty fancy. This one here is an XLT, which is actually a little bit fancy for the year, but nothing like, I mean, all of a sudden, whatever, they decided to make pickups like luxury cars. And this one's got all the bells and whistles, heated seats and fancy stuff, heated and cooled seats, and push button start. I start it with the remote in my house. Don't got to go out and start it like a peasant. I think that's pretty funny. I think I've said that before. I've talked about this truck a little bit before. Kind of compared it to my personal rig, my last Crummy, the 6 liter. And this one here, it's a 95 F350. It's got a Dana 60 front. I believe 60 rear end also. It's got an automatic, which these you could actually get in a manual ZF5, which are a little more desirable. And I've had both. I've had the E4OD and the ZF5. And I was a big fan of the ZF5. And actually, I've had a ZF6 in one too. That was a whole different animal there. That was a newer body style than this OBS. This truck here is pretty freaking nice for a Crummy. I mean, it's got some dents and dings and stuff, and it's got 350,000 miles. Which is another thing about these old 7.3s, is they are pretty tough to kill. See, it being the XLT, it's got roll up and down windows, and as you can see, it's work pickup, E4OD automatic. See, no fancy stereo or nothing like that, but it's on 35, so it's got a little bit of a lift on it, or possibly not. These, I think it does though. I think it might have a little block in the freaking springs. It appears to be stock. Maybe those are a little tougher spring. All right, this one's just a regular old leaf spring suspension, so it rides like just a good old buckboard. But what we found, well, what Monty found, is as long as you keep a good amount of rigging in the back of it, it actually rides pretty dang decent. Rides a lot better. It's got a tow package. It's got a 7.3 Power Stroke, rated at 215 horsepower from the factory. This one here, I think it's got a little chip on it, so I imagine it's probably at 250. She puts out a little chooch when you punch on her, and it moves pretty good. It's actually a really good pickup. 315,000 miles. She's earned her keep. This old girl, she's a pretty old steed. Me personally, I'd take the 2015 just because all the gooch stuff, even though she only gets 12.5 miles a gallon driving around up in the hills like we do, and a mixture highway and hill driving, to where that one there, she averages about 16. She gets way better fuel mileage, so there is that to consider, especially with the price of fuel going through the freaking roof. Let's go, Brandon. I shouldn't have said that, but oh well. All right, so these are the two pickups. Figured I'd snap out a quick one while I had a minute, even though I better get over there because it seems like stuff got quiet. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and go ahead and drop a comment. Tell me which one you'd choose. Would you choose the old 95 old body style? Would you choose the 2015? Of course, it's 2021, and they got a new body style now, the Illuma Duty, with a 10-speed automatic transmission, but the same 6.7 motor with just a little bit more horsepower. Maybe once I get around one of those, which there's 5 of them here at the outfit, so maybe I'll snap out a video of one of those when I get around it, just compare it to mine, because mine's pretty gooch pickup. I'll go ahead and open up and show you guys my dirty interior. Leather, electric. Like I said, it's all dirty. It's got radios and stuff, but it's got the big old fancy screen. Tells me everything I need to know. Heated, cooled seats, and she's fancy. She's a fancy girl. I call her Lorraine. And this one here, I forgot what they were calling this. I think Ronnie gave it a name, other Yoder operator. But pretty freaking sweet pickup. And nowadays, I mean, you could either find a really good deal on one of those or a really bad deal on one of these, and they'll actually be pretty similar in price, which is crazy. But like I said, 350,000 miles, good fuel mileage. So I mean, it has its ups and downs, and it's kind of a cool two-tone, this one here. Better roll up Mommy's window. I want the old man to scold me. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and if you're not a subscriber, maybe think about hitting that little red button, show some support, and hopefully I get some more of these videos to you guys. I know I've kind of been slacking, but you know, I ain't gonna sit here and make excuses. Life happens. Oh, it doesn't have airbags. You see my F350, I had it had the airbags on it. Okay, awesome. Thank you for watching. Stay beautiful.